That is ridiculous. I like to believe I can change the world. I really do. Boy, I would make it different, let me tell you. But I didn't change the world. The reason the world changed on Landmines is because there were thousands of people around the world just like me with the same goal, and each of us took little actions in our own part of the world, and all of that came together, and it made this magnificent campaign that succeeded. But it succeeded because we all had the same goal. Because we all recognized that the other person working with us and beside us had as much desire to rid the world of landmines as we did. That we're brother and sister activists. Nobody's better, nobody's not better. Some are lazier, some aren't. I mean, there is reality. I didn't like everybody in the campaign. Many in the campaign hated my guts, to be quite honest. But we were working toward the same goal. I think one of the things that we get the illusion that every NGO person in the world is a nice human being. No, they're human beings, just like everybody else. Some are nice, some aren't. Some are extremely energetic. Some are actually rather lazy. But the whole group together gets the job done. And the importance of that, if in changing the world, I cannot stress. And it was also fascinating to me to see how being part of this amazing campaign helped empower people when they went home to their own countries to work on issues in their country as well, not just landmines. You know, the skills that they learned, they're able to use on different issues in their own country. So to have moved from, you know, the days of standing outside the door and catching them as they went to smoke their cigarettes to being in the room. And that's what you guys here represent. You know, another generation of activists who understand that you should and must be in the room. And that you have power by taking the steps, by taking action, by joining with others, you have power. One thing when I talk with people a lot, I talk about, you know, the fact that we all worry about our human rights. And I think obviously that's important. Very few want to take up the issue of their responsibilities. I believe I have human rights, but I also as strongly believe that I have responsibilities as a citizen of the world to use whatever power I have to work with others to make the world a better place. And I accept the responsibility and I get up and do it. Another thing that I can't stand, quite frankly, is people who complain and do nothing about it. If something bothers you, complaining may be a good start because you're focusing, but if it doesn't move from complaint to action to change, whatever you're complaining about, just go have a beer and watch soccer. Because complaining without action is irrelevant. You're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time. If you want to change the world, the only thing that changes it is action. And action together, as I've said now quite a few times, is really powerful. That's my 2 cents worth from an old lady. Does anybody have questions? Yeah.
I want to say something. You were talking